We're on our way up to Westlake. We're going to eat lunch. It's the biggest reason I'm going. I'm going to eat lunch, and I had some items delivered to the wrong store in Ohio. But this store wasn't far. It was 34 minutes from our driveway, so it really didn't matter. I was fine to go up this way. Keep an eye on the map there, will you, honey?
There's a rosewood ground.
I saw that, yeah.
I can't really see it.
I'm going to go through the 3-year-olds with you right now. Allure is in to go this week at Northfield Park, coming off a very, very good mile in her last start where, yes, she made a break at the half, but it was my fault. She was back to herself, feeling good, looking good, and I expect that she will be good on Wednesday afternoon. Now, the one thing we didn't do, because she bled a little bit the last time we raced her, I didn't train her. We didn't train her up this week hard. We could have trained her today, and I opted not to. So I knowingly am going to break one of my golden rules. I'm knowingly bringing her in to a situation where she might be short. Maybe. We'll see. I also had 3-point blue chip do that, but class overwhelmed. Yeah, overwhelmed. Class was the tipping point for 3-point blue chip. Let's see how Allure does. It's my fault if she's third, beat 2 lengths. That's on me because she's a little bit short this week. But this is the route we opted to go when I spoke to Jason about it. Now, Arrowhead Hanover was great in his last start. He looked very, very good. I was really impressed for a horse that was off almost a month to go out and race the way he did. Closed well. Mr. Cole drove the horse really well also. Now he goes to the Meadowlands his next start, I believe. He goes to the Meadowlands his next start. We'll see how he does. There's a series there for him. I think it's the Exit 16. I forget the name of Exit 18. They named a horse when I was a kid after that series, the Exit something. It's the Meadowlands Exit on the highway. We'll see how that pop-up series, that late closer for Arrowhead Hanover makes out this week. Blue Ventura is in on Tuesday. He did train today. We didn't train him super hard, but we did train him. I want to get him back going in the right direction. He drew good. He drew the 2-hole this week. I'd like to get him in a favorable position off the car and see how he races. From that race, I'll be able to know if we need to train him harder or softer or just stay the course with him over his next few starts. Bridge Over Broadway schooled exceptionally well this week at Northfield Park, so I expect her to have a good showing at Northfield this week. Captain Incredible was castrated last week. He's back going now. We'll have him ready to go probably in another 10 days. I don't think he'll be ready to race this week. Maybe next week. We'll see what Tim thinks. Chicago Hall trained much better today with the hobbles on. I do have some videos for you with the glasses, the Ray-Ban glasses we have. I'll load those up for you and have them off to you this weekend. You'll be able to see him. Foxy Seaside will come in another few weeks. We'll have her back in and going. Go Boom was good the other day. His left jack, he had hit it, so I'd asked Chris to come in and shoe him. He said, "What do you think?" And I said, "You know what? You did a great job with 3-point blue chip. You did a great job with Spitfire overseas. You just put on him what you think we should have on him. He's interfering left hind up high. He's touching his shins. We are going to have the hobbles on him, so shoe him accordingly." And that's exactly what Chris is going to do this week. Tomorrow, actually, Gorgeous Package races tonight. She's coming in sharp. This is a filly that tied up pretty good her last start. She's not going to tie up tonight, I don't believe. And she should be in a good spot this evening. I did draw the outside. I think she's 3 or 4 to 1. But if she's coming in and racing, to see she tied up, her AST was 14,000 her last start. She traced 56 and 3. So I mean that's how good she can be, and she is. Lady Hess races tonight at Mohawk. I'm interested to see how she's going to race. I don't think she's in the class she's supposed to be in. She didn't get in on Friday. She's in on Saturday. We talked about this classification stuff in depth ad nauseum this week in videos. Memento Mori is in to go Wednesday, another horse, because of his past, a little bit of bleeding. Not bad, but a little bit. I didn't scorch him and train him up hard today. I could have, but with a hard track and everything going on, I just opted to just let sleeping dogs lie this week. Now, if we're wrong, if I get beat on Wednesday and they're a little soft at the wire, that is on me. I apologize, but this is, as I said, with Allure, this is a path we've chosen this week for these horses. Nassau would re-qualify on Wednesday. I know he only went 2-3, but I'd been more with him already training. I think he'll have a good qualifier on Wednesday. Raging Hanover, going to make a few little changes. The first one will be a driver change on Raging Hanover. The second one will be a little bit of that work done to him. We're going to take the hood and stuff off and replace it with earplugs and actually race him this week. Aaron will get the nod for, hopefully we'll get the nod for Raging Hanover. Sparkling Bolo, I'll bring him in a few weeks, two weeks maybe, I'll bring him back in. You'll probably see him go to Ontario. I think he'd do better at a bigger facility. I think this horse does have some pop. I think he does have a bright future. I like what I've seen with him, and we'll see how he does when we bring him back in. Tally the Tab was great from Post 8 last week. She's going to make a trip over to the Meadows this week on Wednesday if she gets in. They draw tomorrow for the Meadows on Wednesday. And Woodmere Betcha raced good, her and Flojo. Woodmere Betcha was a little flat. I was worried she bled. And of course, they couldn't scope her because she's a little bit of a hog and won't let you do anything to her. So they couldn't get her scoped. She was striking and being rude in the paddock. So we drew her blood. Lo and behold, nothing about any bleeding came up, but there was a high AST. Not crazy high, like 2200, but enough to indicate that she did tie up on race night. So Dominic is on top of that for her next start. And of course, Woodmere Flojo from Post 10 last night, he heard closing fourth. I thought she raced rather well. So those are your 2-year-olds, or those are your 3-year-olds. I already talked about the racehorses. We'll be back with the 2-year-olds. We actually have enough time to be back with the 2-year-olds before we get to Westlake. I'll be back with Amy to talk about all the 2-year-olds in just a minute.